Hey, it's me again. Who else is it gonna be, right? Anyways, right behind me is the Disney Museum. Oh, and there's the Penske truck. There's the Penske, and there is the Honda that I'm hauling, my sister's Honda. I said U-Haul in the prior video, I meant Penske. Maybe U-Haul is a generic term. Anyways, that's the old train station, Santa Fe train station, which is now the Marceline Disney Museum. And then right there is what used to be a Harvey house. I did a video right before this one. I gotta start getting these online. I'm not really having the fluency of when I did Route 66, as I would do a video and put it out there. These are getting really broken up to like a couple of minutes just because of the way the camera's handling, I guess. Or the way I'm lacking handling the camera. Hold on, someone's pulling over. Well, that car there just pulled over. The power's out again. So when I got into town really to get into the Disney Museum, the power was out, and I had a videotape. I deleted it because I was frustrated. I had a video of me approaching the front doors. I go, hey, I'm here, I'm finally here. And as I walk up, there's a little piece of paper saying, close until the power is restored. Power got restored about, I don't know, half hour later. So they directed me, I spent some time in there. I spent some time in the old Harvey house, and they directed me to a place to eat over here. So I was charging some stuff up in the car. I was walking over, she just pulled over. She was one of the ladies from the museum that told me to eat at this restaurant. Well, the power's out again. So this is like one of those things on my Route 66 trip where beyond your control, you get delayed for a day, and there's nothing you can do about it but be patient. Understand this is the way the trips go. Like I always tell my sister, and I'm always told by Traveler's Check, planning is essential, but the real adventure starts when your plans fail. But Marceline itself is a really cute little town. I'm not sure how much of all this was built up before Walt Disney got involved. He came back, did a lot of stuff for the schools, the environment. I think in one of my previous videos, I talk about where he donated one of the midget Autopia cars and tracks. This is, if anyone's been to Disneyland, I've never been to Disney World, but one of the trains that go around Disneyland is called the EP Ripley. You have like 3 different trains, and I know one of them is called the EP Ripley. So this is named EP Ripley Park. And oh great, here comes another thunderstorm. In 1998, the Santa Fe Railroad donated land to the center of the city for a park. Well, Disney played in this very park as a child and would later name the first steam engine installed at Disney Railroad Resort the EP Ripley. As a tribute to our railroad history, park features both the steam engine and the caboose. Okay, so, oh, they're over here. So, and I'm wearing the best shoes for the rain, by the way. My K-Swiss. Yeah, I did a lot of thinking on this. So I guess the EP Ripley that we see at Disneyland is named after this park. I thought it was the other way around, but he named the EP Ripley after this park, and apparently EP Ripley probably has some significant thing with Santa Fe Railroad. Across the street from me is it says Carnegie Library. You can tell it's a very patriotic town. They told me to come take a look at the Coke sign. I haven't really done a real nice fluid video, and I hope this one comes out nice for you guys. They didn't want me to do too many videoing in the museum, so I was upstairs, and then I grabbed the phone and I ended up, instead of pausing it, turning it off. But I'm not wanting to go any longer than 10-15 minutes. So this was donated by Santa Fe. Then I'll walk over to the rail. But right in front of me is Main Street. We're going to see how much that looks like Main Street Disneyland. So I was going to try to get in the World War I museum today, but because of the delays, I had a delay getting out of the hotel, then I got a delay with the storm. Now I'm hungry, I want to find a place to eat, and it's always, whenever I park that trailer, I try to get what's in the area, because when I get into a good parking spot, I don't mind walking. Really interesting. I'm not on Main Street. Main Street is, I'm going to show you this Santa Fe steam engine. I mean, I'm sure I'm sure there's other YouTube videos that are probably more extensive than this. Hey, train, boom, done. All right, let's go on to the next thing. Truck, done. Airplane, done. But I guess for this stop, this is something unique, because how many places are you going to go in the United States that are fashioned after Disneyland? And how many people watching this video really care about? Maybe some of you will. Maybe some of you will see Main Street, Marceline, Missouri, Main Street USA, Walt Disney's home. Maybe you've never followed my videos, but because you're interested in what Marceline looks like. All right, so I'm just gonna casually walk across the street one way and show you, wow, this, well, there's no castle at the end. Although the train station, ironically, or coincidentally, the train station is right there, the brick roof. So it is on one end of the street, but it's not in the center end. It's not a busy street at all for what we consider a main street. I wish it would go a little bit faster so I can walk across. Oh, come on, Chevrolet. There's Tippy Turtle. I'm going slow. Gotta go slow, gotta watch you filming. Okay, so this is looking towards the train station. So if we were at Disneyland, you'd be walking down towards Great Moments with Mr. Lincoln would be over here, train station down the middle. Maybe what is now the Starbucks would be right down this corner. Somebody else is watching me now. People get really interested. You do YouTube videos? How are you gonna pay me? Okay, so now that was that direction. Let me walk across the street this way, so it looks like I'm going someplace. I think the speed limit here is reverse. I'm going like 5 miles an hour. Maybe they're all in permanent parade mode. We're on a parade. All right. Actually, I don't even know why I'm stopping on this corner. If a car hits me, I'll probably do more damage to it than it will to me. They're going so slow. Okay, so now I'm looking northbound. This would be looking towards where the castle would be. So if this was Disneyland, the castle would be smack down the middle of this road. My Vicks. They got my Vicks Cafe right there. All right, so this would be the, as you enter Disneyland heading that direction towards the castle, this would be on the left side. I'm gonna walk across again so you can get a good view. I'm not kidding, I can't tell you, I'm walking faster than these cars are driving. So that's Main Street. Oh, I gotta talk about this clock. Okay, so I'm not sure if this clock is now reproduction, but right where we're at, I'm glad I came across this. I don't screw this one up. So this clock, I don't have my mic on, so I gotta look at the camera. There is a reproduction clock like this in the museum. There's a reproduction clock like this at Disney World and at Disneyland. You've all seen this clock. I'm not sure if the one standing here right now is the authentic one. If this is not the authentic one when Walt Disney lived here, then it's a reproduction of the authentic one. You know, I don't know. Living here, you can either love or hate trains. That's the Amtrak. So, they said like 30 trains go by here a day or something like that. So you got some freight, some cargo. That's the Amtrak passenger train. But it stops, I think she said, at another town northeast of here. It's about a 50-minute drive if you're gonna take the train here. But there's that clock again. I'm glad I caught that, I forgot about that. I'll take some still photos of it later. So now, I'm walking up a bit. Let me give you the direction of travel. Obviously the streets are wider. Everything is to scale, it's not forced perspective. I think this is where the issue with the power outage is. I'm not sure, not like I'm gonna ask. None of these shops are open. Some of them are abandoned. I would rather walk this. Oh, check this out. Oh my goodness. You guys see this thing? Back up a little bit. You know, I'm not lying. I would even say when I was a kid, I saw something about this time era. I know my mom has. So it says fresh gum. It's a candy dispenser. Oh my god, there's old Planters peanuts. There's actual old candy in there. I wonder how much tourism comes through here. Oh, here's a shop with lights on. And it's open. Looks like a florist of some kind. I don't think those guys are dealing with the power outage. Maybe they are, I don't know. Power outage. Lights were on that one. Check out this old theater. So it says Uptown Theater, but that would kind of be in the location where the Penny Arcade is. Thinking about Disneyland again. Look at this sign. North Main Street U.S.A. I don't know, because I have this in reverse and I'm looking at the camera side, the selfie side, that might have come back, what's the word, transposed, where it's backwards. We got a VFW post. Obviously, this doesn't look like the 1930s Marceline that Walt Disney grew up in, but it's pretty close. I mean, look at this architecture. And that's kind of indicative to some of the towns I've driven through, because even the other smaller towns, even when I went through Hannibal yesterday, when they built these houses, you know, when they went into the brick from the wooden structures as the expansion west, you know, they started, you know, before, maybe the towns weren't built to last forever, but when they got into brick and mortar and cement, these places, they're not rotting, they're standing forever, and they're serving a purpose. Look at this, there's no Walmart, so you get a store like that, they got them lights on. That'd be kind of cool. Maybe I'll buy something here, so I can get a receipt that says Marceline. Well, I'm at the end of Main Street now. I gotta say, it's about a couple of blocks longer than Disneyland's Main Street. This is kind of cool. Hold on. Look at this old Pepsi sign. Right there. Zach's Air Conditioned Cafe. And they are closed. I found that selfie stick. I threw it out. I think it was a pain in my neck. If you come to Marceline, there's plenty enough parking. I mean, they got side streets. You got a bus, you got an RV. You can park at the train station, walk over here. I'm gonna go to the Red Barn. I think it's a recreated Red Barn. I'm gonna wait here real quick. Act like I know what I'm doing. Act like I'm talking on the phone. Oh yeah, George. Yeah, the power's still out. There's some weird guy walking around with a cell phone. We have to give him a speeding ticket because he's walking faster than any of the cars are. Looks like I'm the one on display here. There's a truck turning around. I'm just trying to do this inconspicuously. But you know, this is my problem. I kept pausing it and then restarting it, but then I'd hit the stop button. Okay, so this is north of me, so that's where the castle would be. And City Street just kind of peters out. There's one structure and that's it. There's no castle here. So I'm going to walk across after Tippy Turtle here drives by. I think I can, oh yeah. And then they don't make it complete. They drive real slow and they don't come to a complete stop. Okay, I'm gonna cross the street now. As I'm crossing the street, this would be perspective of looking back down as if you're exiting Disneyland on Main Street, and a train station down there. So this would be like if you're exiting Main Street, that's the direction you're looking. Exiting Disneyland rather than Main Street. So now I'm on the right hand side. A lot of these stores look very, well, they get their business, they haven't closed down. It doesn't seem very touristy. So you know where the Gibson Girl ice cream parlor is in Disneyland? They have a Yummies. I don't know. I think this is all coming out spelled backwards. I wonder if it is or not. I'll have to look at it. But that says Yummies. It's almost in the same area where the Gibson Girl ice cream parlor would be. Well, that's your 15-minute tour. That was it. That was just, oh, here, hold on. There's one more clock, and then I'm going to cut this one. Oh, I think there are some paintings. There's some paintings in this area that they were telling me about them. I'm not sure if Walt Disney or the Disney company commissioned people to come in here and paint some stuff up. Oh, the Coke place. Coca-Cola. The Coca-Cola place is down here. There's some more stores. There's another clock down here I was going to show you. So there's one on each side of the town. Probably original items were there, but I can't say that these are the original clocks or these are reproduction clocks. So I showed you one earlier in the video, and here's the other. Here's the other one. Well, both on one side of the town. Ironically, I don't remember if Disneyland has it in the same configuration. Do you hear the other train? Trains come through like every 5 minutes. I kid you not, that would drive me crazy. Like I said, you either really gotta love trains or you're gonna live or you're gonna hate trains. So, I just came across something kind of interesting. So, check this out. You have the admissions. You have Goofy in there. So it says in commemoration of the spirit of Mickey. I think that was that theater. Yeah, earlier in the video I was showing you Uptown Theater. That was the theater. Okay, here's the last thing I'm going to show you. Towards the end of the town, on the entrance part. So this is I hope it doesn't come out backwards. I'm going to take some pictures. I'll put them on Facebook. But this is this Coca-Cola advertisement on the side of this building. This Coca-Cola advertisement was originally painted in 1901. Then it faded out. And then the Walt Disney Corporation contracted another group of people, current day people obviously, to come in and recreate it to exactly what it would have looked like in 1901. There are some pictures in the museum that shows it weathered and worn out, and then it shows them restoring it, and they were doing it to the color. I mean, they were doing it as if, with the care and diligency, pretty much as if they were redoing the Sistine Chapel. But they have all the details. They went right to it was the same font, the same size and everything. So that's just something the town's really proud of, is that Coca-Cola sign, the reproduction. As you can see, there's plenty of parking here. So if you ever want to come out to Marceline, Missouri, it's about an hour and a half from Springfield, Illinois. Not a bad, maybe 2 hours. Not a bad detour. What I like about it, it's quiet, slow paced, a lot of places to park. Your hotel, motel, stay at a Comfort Inn. It's about a half hour down the road, probably your best bet. All right, everybody, thanks for following along. I'm going to try to get to that World War I museum tomorrow, get something to eat and get on the road as soon as I can and find a hotel for tonight. Like, subscribe. Thank you for following along. Have a great day. Bye.